What up, though? Welcome to another episode of Notoriously Opinionated. It's your man that goes by many names, many monikers, one appellation. My mama only named me one thing, but everybody else called me a whole bunch of other stuff. So, on tonight's show of Notoriously Opinionated, I am glad to have all of my old school partners. Like, I got them. I got most of them on here. You know what I'm saying? Like, trying to figure out. There we go. That's the way I can get everybody on there. All right. So I got all my partners on here, man. And what we gonna do? We gonna have fun. So basically, how this is gonna go? We're just gonna show y'all how we kick it. You know, because we got a rare blend of being able to educate and entertain just in the way that we interact. So we gonna have fun, and I'm pretty sure y'all gonna have fun watching it. So let me introduce my guests, my panel tonight. First off, let me introduce my co-host, none other than the hero, my cousin.
What's up, y'all? How y'all doing, man?
What it is, what it do.
I see a lot of my brothers down here that I'm very familiar with, man.
Oh man, we about to get right into it.
Yeah.
Man, so first I'd like to introduce my brother, my black man. You know what I'm saying? One of my mentors, and a man that's taught me so much over the years. I can't go by the government. I gotta go by what I know. This is my brother Esau. You know, brother Esau. How you doing, my brother? How you doing?
All right, peace, black man.
Peace, black man. So I gotta get my big bro Larry in there. What's up, Larry?
What up, bro? What up?
What it is? Got to get my other big. Hey, this is my real like the real reason why I call this show OAD. And so I'm finally let everybody know why I call this show OAD. The show is the Oldest Dirt episode, and that comes from my Oldest Dirt big brother, Tommy. What's up, big bro?
Hey, what's going on? How y'all doing, man?
What it is. Hey, man, this show would have been fun and it would have been funny, but it wouldn't be complete without my other big bro, Big Rock. Hey, what's up, Chromedonium?
What's going on with you, scrappy dude?
Hey, man, starting with my co-host, man. How's everybody doing today? How you doing, hero?
Hey, man, I'm doing pretty good, man. I had a really good productive day, man. I took care of my senior citizens today, man. I got everybody where to get safe and different know. So, man, I had a real good productive day, man. I'm out here chilling, got to talk to you good guys, enjoy myself, enjoy my day. You know, it's a good day, man. It's a beautiful day, man.
That's what's up. Bro Esau.
I got it.
How was your day today?
Oh, it was good, man. You know, I did some studying. You know, just kind of caught up on, new stuff. I'm learning stuff. So I had a good day.
Yeah,
Talk to family.
You gotta keep that working man mentality that you got. You know, you like the hardest working man in the law.
Hold up 1 minute.
All right, Larry, how you doing, big bro? What's up with you?
Bro, I'm doing good, man. You know, just working, man. Trying to keep the family, man. You know how it go.
That's what's up. Tommy, how you doing, big bro? I know you probably just got off work, man. How you doing?
Just chilling, man. Working hard. That's it.
Hey, man, is there a time that you not working? When are you not working? When you sleep?
You working when you sleep, too.
Man.
Yeah.
All right. Big Rock. Hey man, so the same question applies, man. When are you not working? I mean, like, I realize that just keeping your head from bobbling is hard work within itself. But other than that, like, when are you not working?
Hey, it's crazy, man, because I'm always working, even on my off days, I
Yeah,
was once told that a man should always be doing something, even if it's counting the leaves that fall from the trees. You dig what I'm saying?
dig
So,
that.
me, I'm out here every day sowing the ground, trying to keep us around, chasing chickens and all that, man, trying to feed the people, bro.
Hey man, when you said you was gonna get some chickens
Yeah.
and goats and all this different type of stuff, I'm like, hey man, this dude done lost his mind and he can't be serious.
No, he's
Unfortunately,
serious.
unfortunately, the man was serious as 3 heart attacks.
Yeah, he's very serious.
Right.
Super serious.
Hey, I've been on the farm. My daughter calls him Farmer Rock.
Hey man, bro, if I ever hear you singing that Green Acre song, man, it's me and you. It's I ain't trying to hear no da 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 da. Come on, bro. Come on, man. Don't do
Fresh
that,
air.
Hey man,
Yeah.
hey, I've been waiting. I'm gonna tell you what, man. I've been waiting on this episode for a minute. Cause I knew we was gonna kick it. Like I said, all we doing is being us. But
Yeah.
we just being us kind of in front of everybody. So but check it out, man. Let's get into some real topics and just kind of flow and vibe from there. Hey, what's up, Osby? Yeah, so he about to understand clearly about what we about to talk about. So the very first thing, so like me and brother Esau was talking before everybody else got on. Hold on real quick. So like me and brother Esau was talking about before everybody else got on. Who just? Oh, okay. This panel is not a panel of dudes who came in and got out. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't no, hey, we was we did a nickel, we did a dime, nothing like that. You know what I'm saying? Like all the change all of us done did, we could buy we could buy a whole bag of stuff, So we not talking to some Rudy Poots. So my first question to everybody, and we gonna go from bro Esau to Larry, Big Rock, Tommy, and then my co-host. What were some of the challenges that you faced being in, period, but being in as long as you were? Bro Esau.
I think mainly, like I talked to you earlier, a lot of external things didn't too much. I mean, they probably like real bad problems to deal with. The main thing that I had to deal with was, I think, was trying to keep a sense of humanity. Trying to stay human. Because when you're in sometimes you can get caught up in your environment. And to me that was a struggle. Things outside of me truly affected things that were inside of me. And I think that was about my greatest struggle right there. But I had good people around me too, though. So
right.
That helped me along. I didn't do it by myself.
Right. Okay. Larry, what you think was your biggest challenge or your biggest struggle? What was one of your biggest struggles being in?
Man, one of my biggest struggles was losing people, man. Seeing people die in prison and then seeing loved ones die on the street and not being able to be there. See, you can read a book, man. You can get yourself together, but mentally, man, and watching the people just die, that was a hard thing for me, man. You know, I didn't do anything else. I read, I worked out, and we played sports and stuff like that. So you really don't have when you do time the way that I did it, you really don't have any worries and concerns and shit because you got everything. You got good people around you that's sharpening you. You learning from them, they learning from you. You keeping them up. But man, people dying around you, seeing a brother play some ping pong and then 2 minutes later fall out and die.
Mm, mm, mm.
Seeing
Already.
another brother get up out of my room and say, "What we having for dinner, Big Rock?" Big Rock said, we having burritos, 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 burritos. He go lay back down and he gone 2 minutes later. That was a struggle for me, man. Seeing people that I cared about die.
Now I'm gonna tell you what. On that tip, I need to. The first thing that came to my mind, I was still a puppy, and I was working in the clinic, and when AC died, right, when Arthur Chandler died, man, that hurt my. I'm talking about. I was hurt. I'm like, what? Oh man. So yeah, I mean, inside and out, you know what I'm saying? Even when and I mean I talk about it all the time on the show when I heard about Young C, when
Yeah.
Lil C, when I mean it's the list goes on and on, but I definitely understand what you're talking about. All right. Big bro, Tommy.
Yeah.
What was some of the struggles and some of the challenges that you faced being in?
I think the biggest challenge was like what Esau said, not accepting prison as I know it was a reality, but not my truth. I always had to keep the belief, man, that a world outside them prison walls still existed. And I had to keep the hope that one day I'll be joined back to it. And that's it's a struggle, man, because sometimes you wanted to give up, and just say, man, this is where I'm at, and this is where I'm going to deal with. But then, like what Esau said, you have brothers that was around you that encouraged you, and then people was coming there that still gave you hope that you know that it might be possible for you to one day get outside of there.
Right.
So I think that was my biggest problem, because when I came down, I had a life, a 30 to life, and a 10 to 40, man, and I couldn't even see 35 years, you know, but I made it through, not by myself, with help from y'all and a lot of others, even before y'all, I made it through.
Straight up.
Yeah.
Big Rock, what was one of your struggles or one of your challenges just being inside? If you talking, we cannot hear you. We can't hear you, big bro. Hey man, I told your big head butt not to get on no phone. I told you that phone is why we can't hear you. We cannot hear you, big bro. Log off, log back on, and see if your audio come back. Hero, same question. Same question, cousin. What was one of your biggest challenges or struggles?
I mean, I deal with the same. I deal with the similar similar experiences, of course, that Larry as well as Tommy had. And the one thing about me being in there, that really was so hard was the mental part of being in there. I really wasn't mentally prepared for the humiliation. Because whenever somebody taking your clothes off and telling you to bend over and cough, you know what I'm saying? I mean that's humiliation. You know what I mean? And and not only that, it just the games, the mental games that they played. You know what I'm saying? It was hard, but I would like to say also that the hardest part, though, the most hardest part for me was preparing for, like Tommy said, was getting out and knowing that and having the understanding that I was going to be getting out to people that I love that aren't going to be the same. And they are not going to react the same. And they're not going to accept me the same. And they're not going to move with me the same. You know what I mean? Like that took a lot. That was a hard mental. I was preparing myself for that aspect because we was still young when we came in, all of us on this panel. We was babies for real. And so when we come in there, we looking at life through a different lens. And what people don't know is when you go in there, you get what? You kind of get stopped. Everything comes to a halt. And seeing that everything comes to a halt, we still got that young mentality. That's why we can fit in with so many. That's why we can deal with the youth. We can deal with the elders. That's what makes us valuable, because we still got that young understanding. And we have now wisdom. It's like, the question you asked, like, what would you tell your younger self? It's like I would tell my younger self what I'm telling myself each day, because I'm my younger self each day. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And so, man, mom, like those was the thing. The loss to my brothers, my two big guns, as I like to call them, because whatever I called them for, they was gonna come. The loss of them, that hurt. Being away from people that I knew that I loved, and knowing that when I get to them, they was gonna be different in so many ways. Like that was the hardest part, watching people grow away from you. You know what I mean?
Right.
That's what I would like to. That's how I would put it. People grew away from watching people grow away from me was my hardest part of my prison being.
I would have to say, for myself, everything was hard about it.
Yeah.
Like I'm keeping 100. Like everything was hard. My thing is this, right? So, whoa, hold up. So my thing is this. My hardest thing was seeing to now. Like, it's crazy because everything that I was doing, I wasn't really doing for now. I was just doing to add tools to my mind. You know what I'm saying? I was just, my thing was, I want to constantly learn. I want to constantly grow, but I want to constantly learn and constantly grow because I need to, right? And I'm gonna tell you, I thank Reese for real for helping me with that, because Reese is one of the main ones that would get me to see now instead of just focusing on that now that was then. You know what I'm saying? Because my now that was in, it's like, man, I just hope I don't have to kill nobody. That was my whole thing. I don't want to catch a new case. I don't want to do something to where I gotta stay here even longer. And you know, it's a lot of the newer cats that met Momar at the end. You know, they didn't know Scrap at the beginning or in the middle.
Yeah.
You know, they didn't know nothing about that dude. It's like they never even heard of him. They was like, "What? You talking about the dude that run AAO? Him? He was a what?" You know?
Yeah.
They don't know about that. My whole thing was I didn't. You're not gonna mess with me, and I'm gonna hurt you. Period. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna hurt you. And so my whole thing was I just don't want to do anything to where I end up staying here longer than I'm really supposed to. So, but then it's an amalgamation of what everybody else said. You know what I'm saying? It was losing people. I lost my grandmother when I was in there. I lost a lot of people while I was inside, and it was that was devastating. I lost people that was there with me. You know, like when Lil C, man, that hurt. You know what I'm saying? That hurt my feelings. When I heard about Young C, Lunatic, all that hurt my feelings.
Yeah, Lunatic,
you know?
Hurt me. That really hurt me.
That hurt my feelings. You know? When I found out about Lunatic, man, that hurt my feelings.
Scott Hill hurt me.
Yeah, for real. Scotty was on my softball team almost every year. Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Scott Hill hurt me, man.
That hurt too. You know?
That was so shocking, man. It was shocking.
So, all right, we've talked about some of the things that we went through on the inside. What's been some of the challenges or struggles that you've had to deal with since you've been home? Go back to where Esau.
Oh, well, coming home was like, I think like the hardest thing that I've had to deal with is staying on task, staying focused, and being patient, you know, because like, you know yourself, you know yourself as you are, but when you're striving to become a better version of yourself, you don't know that completely yet. So there's going to be a lot of times when you have to question yourself, should I or shouldn't I? And that calls for you to have patience, calls for you to be focused, and it basically calls for you to have a plan. I think the most, you know, the thing that I admire about all the brothers on this program, the ones that I keep in touch with, is we have plans. You know, brothers inside, they went through stuff. You know, it's hard to like put in words what you really experience when you're in a restrictive environment like that. But, you know, I think everybody come out had a plan, you know, and they kind of, whether it was a tight-knit plan or a loose plan, they had a plan and they sticking to it. And you can see it in everybody's growth and development while they're out here. And I think the challenging thing I did was just to stick to my plan, stay focused, and be patient.
Now I could say for you especially, you really did stick to your plan. Like I don't think none of the rest of us on this panel got a billboard. You know, ain't none of us. I ain't. You know, I've done a few things. I don't want some awards and all kinds of stuff. I ain't got no billboard. You know, but you got a whole billboard.
That wasn't causing me though, bro. That wasn't causing me. You know,
I'm just saying.
See, and like I remember I seen a brother that I knew in another lifetime, and he seen me on the billboard, and he said it was me at first, and then I said, "Why? Because you didn't see no warts on there, you know, one of them type of things." He said, "Yeah, that's what it really was, you know." But I told him it wasn't me, man. You know, like. It's something that I prayed for and it's something that I worked for. So I think I was blessed to get it. But it wasn't because of me. You know.
Hey, now I gotta say this. I gotta say this. So, like, come to find out, everybody that I deal with in business know you somehow. It's like, they like, yeah, the one brother that be in the law, man. Yeah, oh yeah, he done came through here and he done did this and he done did that and he done went through this program and got in touch with that program. Man, you the hardest working brother in the library. I'm trying to tell everybody, you know what I'm saying? You was a hard working brother, but I just hope you saw what little Mikey said, you know. Did you happen to see what little Mikey said? He's want to know if you roll down your handcuffs.
Oh, somebody got jokes besides you. All right. They ain't laughing hard on that one.
Little Mikey silly, man.
No, Larry, he laughing off me hard on that one.
Little Mikey silly, man.
Hey, man, I ain't messing with y'all. Oh, man.
All right. Hey, Tommy, man, what has been one of the challenges that you've had since you got out? You know what I'm saying? Other than how to figure out how to get your whole head in this shot.
Tommy, man.
Come on, man. With me, it's kind of like two things. One is that it seemed like we was, to people out here, we were stuck in suspended animation. Time stops.
Mm-hmm.
And people, when you got out, even though here it is 35 years later, they still expect you to be the person you was when they last seen you. Mm-hmm. They didn't experience that growth and development in you, that it's hard for them to see who you are now. And it ain't hard for them to see it. It's hard for them to accept that you're not that person anymore.
Mm-hmm. Right.
And the second thing that was hard for me, I have a trust issue, you know, because I'm getting out to people that, to be real, I don't know you. You my brother, you my sister or my cousin or whatever, and we did share some time together in growing up, and we had a bond, but that bond was broken when I went to prison, and I had developed bonds and trust in other people and other things to where when I got back out, you find that there's no bond there no more because there's no interest, no collective interest there no more. You know? And that was hard for me because like now I would be more upset by you telling me you're going to do something and don't do it than I would my brother telling me that he's going to do something and don't do it.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because you who I've done things with, I grew with, I developed with, I done things with, I trust you. You know what I'm saying? I have a deep trust in you. And at one time, it was a life or death trust. You know, with all of us, it was a life or death trust. You know what I'm saying? But now being out here, you know, I still had that same mentality towards y'all than I would with people that I was already out here with once. And that's the hardest thing. You know, it was hard for me because I don't place that type of trust in other people.
Yeah.
Hey, real quick, let me get my son's comment in here real quick. So so KP, you know, like he said, he's a product of a little bit of all of us. You know what I'm saying? It's like he came up under me, you know what I'm saying? And so pretty much everything that I learned from cats like brother Esau and Tommy and Jonathan and Big Rock and Mustafa and everybody like that, you know, those are all the things that I ended up passing down to him almost exactly. You know what I'm saying? Almost exactly. Like it was surreal, the kinds of situations that occurred when he came about, to where I saw me in him, things that I went through dealing with, say, Jonathan, you know what I'm saying? Or dealing with just a number of people, man. you know, and to another point, it's like I would all to Tommy's point, I would always get upset because I'd hear y'all names from my father. You know, my father would tell me about all of y'all, and I would be like, I was pissed at y'all before I even met you. You know, it's like I couldn't stand you, and I ain't even know you, and the reason why was because he was telling me about all these bonds he had with y'all, and I'm like, I didn't understand it, you know, until I went through it, right, and then I understood clearly, you know. Um, who haven't Larry? What's been some of your challenges, bro, that you've experienced since being here?
Well,
Trying to
my
get
biggest challenge has been the uncertainty. You know, you can read books, man. You can get your mind mentally right and prepared to come home. You can get your body together. You can formulate all kinds of plans, A, B, C, and even D plans, man. But getting out and being able to implement those plans and carry through with them, that's what was a struggle for me. Because no matter how much you are together, bro, the uncertainty of all of this stuff that's going on out here, yeah, bro, it don't fit sometimes with your plans. And you got to evaluate things, you got to redo things, and all of that, man. So it was uncertainty to me, man. You know, we get this fixation in our head. We're gonna do this, and this, and get out, man, and and this ain't working because of our environment, because of what we're going back to, and the people that are in our lives, man. And then plus we want to kick it and smell some fresh air and all of that. So our mind get on something totally different too.
Right.
All
Especially
right,
when you get away from all that stuff for years.
dig that. Hero. What's been one of your biggest challenges since you've been home?
Mm, biggest challenges, man. Relationships, man. Relationships, man. You know what I mean? I've always been a loner, so relationships. You know what I mean? And that's something that I find like he was just saying. Uh, we get out and we start realizing that everything that we plan ain't gonna turn out the way we plan. You see
Right.
what I'm saying? And so now we gotta counteract. You see what I'm saying? You gotta be a counter. So now it's like a counter thing. Now it's like, and then once you get on the counter, once you get on the ropes, the fight is on the ropes. That's where the fight is at. You know what I'm saying? And it's how you can get off the ropes is gonna determine if you're gonna stay on your feet or not. And so,
Because
man,
you go from being proactive to reactive.
right. And so I found that I've come to a position where I've only been out for 1 year and I've been able to just what I did was I wanted to have me a little fun, but I wanted to watch people out here and dip and dab and move and mad. And as what I've learned, man, is that I gotta do what I've done even when I was in the prison. I gotta let people be people, man.
Yep.
I gotta let people live, understand, believe, think the way they want to. And try not to let their energies or anything that's going to hinder my goal in it affect me in any kind of way. You see what I'm saying? And so I really, man, like I said, my hardest thing is relationship because it's hard for people to understand somebody like me. It's hard to understand a man that
Crazy.
that's crazy. That is uh borderline bipolar, you know what I'm saying? No, for real. Borderline bipolar, and it's also have the blood of the host in it. You see what I'm saying? So when you got that in you, you know what I'm saying? You come out with that. This look here is your life. Like, that's your life. Like you walk through, like when you got that, you know what I'm saying? He makes it look better because, you know what I'm saying, the gold tee, that's, you know what I'm saying? So you can't really see his facial expression. You know what I'm saying? But I'm telling you, it's real. No, but for real, man, on a serious note,
I ain't gonna tell him how you slid Super Dave into me. I ain't even gonna tell him about that one.
Please stop bringing up Super Dave, man.
I'm just saying.
Let's stop bringing up Super Dave, man.
I'm saying.
Let's not bring up none of our battles in there, because there's been some humiliating things that we've been on the giving end of that we could have been on the receiving end of.
All I know is that you almost hit me hitting him. That's all I know.
Got in the way. It's a narrow hallway. Once I'm going, you need to stay out my way. I have no time. I'm moving. You know, it's just like, it's no need for me. Why are you here? We didn't talk about this.
Hey, see, that's what it is. Hey, when you go through many years of dysfunction like that, and it becomes your reality, it becomes your lifestyle, it's hard to take and transition all of that to what society considers normal.
Right.
Because each and every one of y'all are crazy as hell.
Well, it starts with you, though. It starts with you.
Hold on. Whoa.
You're the first one that's going to run out there in the middle of the street. You're the one.
So let me say this. Let me say this in no uncertain terms, right? There's not nobody that's on this panel or that was gonna be on this panel that anybody would mess with. Let's just start right there. And we wasn't in no punk ass place, you know, or we wasn't in no punk ass places, you know. So it's not like it was like a Candyland or something like that, you know. And so there was a reason why, and that's because each and every one of you suckers is crazy, you know.
Well, that's the reason.
Every single one of y'all. Tommy, I don't know why you shaking your head.
Yes.
I don't know why. No one, if you shake your head too hard, it's liable to be a sonic boom somewhere in Malaysia.
Like Mr. Potato Head, for real.
Hey,
man,
Michael Osby said you be fine crazy.
Hey man,
I'm probably the most peaceful out of all of y'all.
Hey, for real, y'all. Let's get on some serious shit, because this is getting out of hand. I want to get on some real serious shit and say, Tommy looks like an angry Mr. Potato Head.
Man, I'm probably the most peaceful brother out of all of y'all.
Yeah, now.
Hey, you know what?
You look like an evil Mr. Potato Head, man.
Look, the only reason.
Let me say this here right quick. You know, like as far as like mentally being unstable, I don't know. Society probably says that we are, because we have, you know, everybody on this panel, even before you went to prison, probably there anyway. Somewhere in life, you had defined the type of person you're going to be, the type of life you're going to live, the type of things you will accept, the type of things you won't accept. That means you had rules that you live by. You had guidelines, you had barriers. A lot of people don't have them. You had principle. You had, your word meant something. And I'm talking about before you went to prison, and for whatever you went there for, is because you felt violated in some way or another. Or it was something that you wanted to do and somebody's going to prevent you from doing it. So when you got there, the reason why you was able to stand and walk the way you did was because you carried those principles with you. And the reason why you're able to come out here and do the same thing, because you got those same principles with you. I mean, because basically ain't none of us changed. So if we was crazy going in, we crazy now. But I'm saying the principles that we had that kept us upright, that kept us walking upright, is the same principle we hold true now. You know, I think so. Like Tommy's trying to say, he's the most peaceful one among us. If you violate his rule, he's probably the most violent one among us.
Yes.
You know, Larry's laughing. Larry says like, "Oh, I'm easy to get along with." But if you cross him wrong, he's the worst person you ever want to meet. I mean, that's everybody. You know, but some people just don't have rules that they live with. You know, like you laugh and joke and have fun.
Hey, you make a valid point, Brother Esau. You make a valid point, because I'm looking at these chats, and the brother said that you put a swing blade on him for using the N-word.
I wouldn't even go say nothing about that.
Wait a minute.
Hey, so
I wasn't even gonna say nothing about that, because I'm gonna tell you what. I don't know how many times the brother came at me because I was cussing around him, said the N-word or something like that, and then next thing I know, I'm about to be running for my life down a cell house, you know. But hold on. Here's the one right here. Here's the one right here I want to get to, because if it ain't no true or fact, this right here is the truth. KP done got damn near everybody on here in trouble. You know what I'm saying? He done got each and every one of us in some bullshit, some way, shape, form, or fashion. You know. Yep. So, and I can tell you story after story after story after story hey man, listen. If he was not my son, I'd have beat him up a long time ago.
Hey, but one thing you can say, you gotta give him credit for, man. Dude is a smart youngster.
Without question.
I'm talking about a sponge. He a sponge. Everything, man. Yeah. And he only asked certain people about, what is your opinion on this? What is your opinion on that? Now I'm doing this in school, I'm doing that in school.
Now that's another thing about KP, to where he was a lot like me. It was like, if he respects you, it's like, sit down, be quiet, he gonna do it. That's how I was. If he didn't respect you, man, if you don't get the hell out of my face, you know, that's how I was. You know, and he was fast, you know. Now here's the thing. Like,
notice I said was.
Yeah, he ain't fast no more. Yeah, that's not even past tense. That's like old Negro spiritual old. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, like Esau.
Oh my God. Hey man, if that ain't the pot calling the kettle black, I don't know what is.
Hey man, for real, man, for real. Hey, listen, I would not stand for y'all to have. I would not stand for y'all to have the literal biblical Esau's name drugged through the mud, and that literal Esau talked about like this, man. This is a man from the Bible, man.
Hey man,
why you got TDK on it? Like, all he want to do is clown somebody.
He look like powder on cock diesel.
No, that's what his emoji look like. Hey man,
on cock diesel.
Hey man, his emoji look like a light bulb with eyes. I'm telling you, man. I'm like, homie,
hey man, are you talking about the same emoji you have that just has a goatee?
It's not the same emoji. My emoji got a hat on.
Hey man, for real, man. Does that change anything, man?
It do.
Okay, you also now you got glasses on.
Hey
too,
man, yo emoji is fluorescent. You know what I'm saying? At least
my I'm sorry, I'm light. I am the light. You see the light in here? I don't need any light in here. If there's no light in here, because I'm the light. I need no light.
You are light bulb.
Cause you are glowing like a like a LED.
Is what's
150 watt light.
150 watt.
Yeah.
Hey, now it's something else. It's something else I wanna ask y'all about. What is all right? So I know one of the things that we all used to talk about. We talk about it now. Hey man,
why Morris get on here?
Why Matt get on here, man? Why Mac get, hey Mac, don't make us get on you and tell
That's more
everybody
than
how
that, man.
don't make me do it, Mac. Please don't make me do it. You know.
Man, I
Hey,
can't see the
I'm gonna tell you what though, Mac faster than I thought he was.
Which
Right?
man?
Maurice
Morris?
McCullum.
Man, tell him to grow an afro again.
Hey man.
Afro.
I tied Mac up to a cart down there in Impact one day, right? We let him loose. That dude chased me all around Impact. I was like, I was still kind of fast at that time too, right? So I'm trotting. I'm like, he ain't about to catch me. Mac was on my heels. I was like, oh shit, you know. He chased me. Hold on.
That's
Sherwin. Yeah, that's Sherwin.
What's up, Sherwin?
That's Big Perm.
Yeah,
Big Perm.
Big Perm.
Yeah, we was there for a minute, man.
Big Perm.
Yeah, man. Hey, so here's the thing, man. Hey, but Mo, man. Hey, man. Mac was Mac my dude, man. I mess with Mac. You know what I'm saying? Hey, Mac taught me a lot. You know what I'm saying? As far as business goes, you know, Mac taught me a lot as to how to do certain things at that gig, man, and just to how to conduct myself all the time while he was chasing me. No. We ain't gonna talk about. We ain't gonna. Hero.
What's
we ain't
up?
gonna talk about the radio shows we used to have in SEG. We ain't gonna talk about them coming to the stage. We ain't gonna talk about all that. Anyway, let's get something else real quick, man. So again, some of the things we talked about then, some of the things that we still talking about now, man, is the things that we've always seen, because we was in a fishbowl, and so we could see what was going on the outside and kind of break it down more meticulously if for no other reason we had the time to do so. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's kind of hard to break down a problem that you in the middle of when you don't have time to break that problem down, because you got a wife, because you got a life, because you got a job sometimes too. You know, there was a time when I first got here, I had 3. I was half Jamaican again. You know what I'm saying? So there was times that like the only thing that you had time to do was sleep and then think about sleeping, because every other moment in your life is so occupied with something. And I even know something that's some bullshit something. It's like something that was a serious something. Yeah. So what are some of the things? But we always talked about the community. You know what I'm saying? Like that was one of my passions. That was what I was going to come home. That was what I was going to do, because I felt like I screwed up a whole generation of little dudes with gang life, you know? So my thing was, I want you to keep that gangster mentality and direct it in a different way. Going back to a thing that we was talking about, one of the challenges about being home is, I think it was Larry that said it, people expect that wasn't Larry. Who was that said people expecting you to they basically not letting go of who you was.
Tommy.
Tommy.
Yeah.
That was one of my big things. I had dudes that told me, like, too many cats that told me literally out their mouth, hey man, I don't care what you talking about this red, black, and green stuff that you talking about now, man. You still my big homie, and that's how it's always gonna be. And I'm like, you still talking about a dude from way back when, you know what I'm saying? That was. But here's my thing. My thing is the community. I work with gang members. I work with the youth. I work with at-risk youth. I work with the ones that don't nobody else want to work with. So what is the message that you have for the community with kind of the backlight and be like one of Frederick Douglass's quotes about it's better to raise strong children than to repair broken men. You know what I'm saying? Broken men and broken women, you know. So what is something that you feel like that you can have as a message to the community that people really ain't thinking about, but that you're either thinking about and or doing or want to relay, bro? Esau.
Oh, well, okay. Like I'm kind of piggyback off what Nero was saying. You know, you got to let people be who they are. You know, you can't force people to do stuff. I mean, because like we all witness that. In order for, I think, and personally from a perspective where I am, you know, I don't care where you stand, what your belief is, what you do, none of that. If we have a common goal we're gonna work toward, I can work toward that goal with you and go home and still be myself.
Mm-hmm.
And hopefully same thing. And I think that's like a basis of unity. Because a lot of times we become divided over semantics, not over what we do, how we think, what we say, not what we do. So I think, like, you know, if we can find something to agree upon and act in a getting that accomplished, it'll be okay. We'll be okay. I know it's a fact because, you know, I was able to experiment with that concept when I was inside. Now, I know I was around a lot of people that some liked me, some of them didn't. You know, but I always put a goal in front of us bigger than all of them. So, you know, we got to move a locker. I don't care if you claim this set or that set, or you don't claim none, or you work in the kitchen, you work on the yard. It don't matter. Can you help me move this locker?
Straight up.
Once we get the locker moved, go back to being whatever it is you is. But let's get this done.
Straight up.
You know, so I think that you know, a lot of you let people be who they are and just find something we can do together. That'll help a whole lot. I don't have no solution to all the problems. I just have a solution for mine. I can work with anybody on anything that's towards us. About them, and hopefully they can do the same thing with me.
That's what's up. Larry, what same question. What would be your message to the community as a black man looking at how the community is now and having something to say about it?
Well, first of all, man, I don't know. I would tell them to look at my lifestyle, look at the things that I've gone through, and let me be an example of the things not to do. Because we got a lot of young men out there, bro. They have an ideology that this gang life, this street life, this is what's up. Their conditions, the way that they were brought up, molded them into the type of men that are on this type of stuff. And what they don't realize is we hurting our community because we leaving. Yeah. We getting locked up, man, and our community needs us as strong men and stuff like that. So in order to be able to teach young men how to be strong men to help their community is showing them that, hey, the way that you're going is not the way to go because I done been that way. Look where it got me. I want to be an example, man. Even if it's an example of the shit not to do, man.
Hey, Tommy.
Yes, sir.
Come on, Tommy, man.
The last thing we want to see is your stomach.
Come on,
like
man.
I can say that.
Eating,
I can speak,
relax, man.
I can speak for the
eating and sleeping.
Not even. I'm not even speaking for the panel. I'm speaking for Facebook in general.
I'm sitting here relaxing.
We see that.
Man, thank God for you put a shirt on.
You relax.
So what's up?
Hey, what's what's your message? What's your message to the community just that's it. What's your message to the community, and what you gonna say to KP about sending them around screen print looking for Coxwell purple?
No, left-handed scissors.
Left-handed scissors, yeah.
Hey man, I'm gonna tell you the truth, man, and people might get mad at what I have to say, man. But first, man, we had to find something like Esau said. We had already developed morals and principles, man, that we developed from older cats in our life that what we call gave us the game, but living in the life that we chose to live. You know, so our foot was already cemented in. You know what I'm saying? And we live by, and we would die by the morals and principles that we developed through our life, and we still carry now. And I believe that people need to find something to root their self in, you know, and develop and grow from that. See what I'm saying? And then take away what needs to be taken away. You know what? Trim yourself up. Add on what needs to be added on to develop, and take away what needs to be taken away to make yourself lighter. As far as like Larry was saying, developing into and we want to show people, you know, who we are. I mean, what they should be, and let them learn from us. What I think though, as a people and as family, I think, man, in society, especially among Black people, we need to start being honest with each other. You know,
what do you mean by honest?
I'm going to tell you. If you go back, man, and look in the Black communities, you see Petey Pablo and them standing on the corners doing what they do. You see John and them doing whatever they doing, driving around with $5,000 cars with $20,000 rims on them. Come on, man, he ain't got a job. Still living at home with mama. So you know what he's doing ain't right. But here it is, a week later, Petey Pablo done got killed. And his mama's on TV talking about, oh, my son was a saint. He accepted God when he was 5, and he went to church, and he loved the kids. He would give you the shirt off his back. But here Petey Pablo out here, man, with a mouthful of diamonds and gold, ain't got no job, riding around on $20,000 rims, got $50,000 worth of jewelry on. Come on, man. You know he out there doing something he ain't got no business. Whether he's selling dope, he's robbing, he's stealing or whatever. And 9 out of 10 times, if he got killed behind how he lived. You know? So what I'm saying is, I'm not saying put in the call paper how good of a person he was and what he did and what he did. What you need to do is get up there and say, hey, my son was a dope dealer, and my son probably got killed by something that he did. Somebody owed him some money. He jumped on him, beat him up. The dude wasn't willing to accept it, and he killed my son. You know, or whatever. He died behind how he lived. See, we got to start being honest with ourselves before we can find solutions to better ourselves.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? So even when I was out there doing what I was doing, you know, my father, just like my father, he couldn't get up and say, well, my son he worked every day and he did this, though I did have a job, but, you know, he couldn't say, tell the truth. Tell the truth. That's the only way you can start healing. That's the only way you can find some direction is when you start being honest.
Yeah. Now what Max
said. That's the first thing we need to start doing as a community, man.
What Max said is that's the this is the hold up. This is the main statement of the mamas who got sons that fit the description that you just gave. My baby ain't never hurt nobody. I don't know why they shot my baby. My baby ain't never hurt nobody. Your baby was in 3 shootouts, a robbery, and a kidnapping in the last 2 weeks. You talking about your baby ain't never hurt nobody. Come on now. You think, I mean, Kansas City ain't no punk, but and no, because there are a lot of completely senseless murders. But when you talking about the dude like you just described, come on, this cat's in the game. You know what I'm saying? And if you got your hand in the game, then you got to play that hand that you dealt. You know, because I'm gonna keep I'm gonna keep it one with you. Like my thing is, and I say it all the time. There was not one day when me and Swiss was out here as pups, you know, there was not one day that you could have convinced me that I was going to prison.
Yeah.
Not one. Not one day. If you'd have asked me, man, bro, you think you're going prison? Man, I'm not going to no prison. You know, my thing was when people would ask me what I wanted to be when I grew up, I said alive, you know, because I didn't think I was going to make it to 21. That was my thing. I just thought I was going to get killed, you know, so that was the future that I was looking toward. Prison? Never, like, never crossed my mind, you know.
Hey, but
Hero.
how do you change? How do you change your mindset when you thought you were gonna die? When you thought you weren't gonna make it to be 21? How do you change a young man's mindset when he's thinking that?
You let him know that life don't discriminate between sinners and saints. You know what I'm saying? Like I no longer question. All right, so I no longer question why I'm still alive and why so many people that live the exact life that I live has died. I ain't gonna question that time no more. I ain't gonna question that. You know, I'ma just wait for the creator to show me the answer whenever it is that he decides to show me, you know. And it just is what it is. And so, but the thing is, I know this. I know that as far as young black men, because this is how I was, we rush to danger, and we rush to conflict, and we rush to drama like it's a sporting event. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so I know, and I've grown to understand this. If you don't want to get shot, don't go where the bullets is at. When people is over there shooting, that's the direction that you don't want to go. So I don't want to get shot. The shooting is going on 43rd Street. I'm going the opposite direction. You know what I'm saying? So that's really all I can tell you. You gotta put yourself in the best position to succeed. Period.
Yeah, but
If you put yourself in a bad position, you're gonna get what you got.
hey, the operative word that you used was you've grown to realize that. How do you tell a kid that ain't did the time that you've done, the things that you've done? How do you tell them that? How do you tell them, hey, don't move toward this?
I think I got
It's
the
nothing you
answer.
can tell them. It's
I got
nothing
the
you can
answer.
tell them.
I got the answer.
You got an answer.
Let me just say this. I got a reality.
Okay.
I have a reality to your question. We are what was supposed to be. And if we wake up, it's like being born a bastard child. That just you had no you didn't have no control over that. So if you in a certain we gotta understand this. If you're born in a certain place, you're only going to get a certain amount of resources. And so you are going to be that product. For you to change a child's mind is impossible. But to mold a child's mind is the key. All we can do is just plant the seeds. Some of us just too hard-headed, and there's going to be those that is too hard-headed, just like like we were, and are going to have to walk this line of fire. We not gonna save them all. We just not. So the reality of us being able to talk to the youth to get them to understand is simply just doing what we doing now. Just as far as how we speak to them and how we plant our seeds. We can never water them. We can only plan them.
So here's my only thing to that. And Hero Tommy, hold up. Black said he watching. If y'all didn't see the chat. So
what's up,
my
Black?
thing to that is this, right? Number one, I do not now and really never did believe that there was ever such thing as a bad child. There's bad parents, right? Another thing is you gotta meet that child or that young person where they are at, and not necessarily like I can't bring a child to the mentality. I can't bring a 9-year-old to the mentality of a 45-year-old. You know, I've been 9. He or she has never been 45. So there's no way that they can understand what I'm talking about if they have not lived it, you know? So it's like you got to meet that young person where they at, you know, instead of trying to make them be something that they are not, you know. All you really need to do, because I had a problem with a specific individual that will remain unmentioned, or rather unnamed. I'm gonna mention it, but unnamed. I'm like an autodidactic in regards to psychology. You know, KP can attest to this. I have taught like our psychology teacher was an idiot because her degree was not in psychology, it was in English. And when I realized that, I was like, okay, it tried to treat me like I was a second grader that was smart. Like, I'm not a smart horse, I'm a smart person. You know what I'm saying? Matter of fact, I'm not even smart. I gotta lose a specific amount of IQ points to be considered smart, you know? And especially in regards to psychology. And so now that I know that you don't know what you're talking about, let me do this, you know? So when this specific person called this young person bad, said that he had anger issues, what's your psychological background to where you can diagnose this young man with anger issues just because he don't like what you're telling him and he had a fit? That don't mean he got anger issues, you know, and you're not qualified to diagnose this young man with all that. You know what I'm saying? So my thing is, meet that young person, whoever it is, where they are, you know, instill in them whatever kind of virtues and morals, because they say that there's so many things that's coming back in style. You got bell bombs coming back in style, and this coming back in style, and that's coming back in style. I'm waiting on virtue to come back in style. I'm waiting on respect to come back in style. Like some of these youngsters have absolutely no respect, and that's because they haven't had anybody like us to instill that in them. If you haven't ever seen it, you don't know how to implement it. It's like it's in you, but we have to educate them, educare, which means we got to bring it out. You know, if they don't have nobody to ever bring it out of them, they don't know they already got it in them. You know, I didn't know I had it in me till my father brought it out in me. He had to teach me and show me what was going on, and then I understood it. My pops used to come in my bedroom, and he would always ask to touch my stuff. And I never really understood that. He would always ask, son, can I touch this? Son, can I touch that? Son, do you mind if I see this? Son, do you mind? And one day I just had to ask him, like, Pops, why do you always do that? Why do you always ask me to touch my stuff? He said, because it's your stuff. Just because I'm your father don't mean I got the right to come in here and violate your stuff. I don't want you to come and touch my stuff without asking me. So I'm going to ask you. I'm going to show you the same respect that I want you to show me and that I want you to show everybody else that stuck with me for the rest of my life. Yes, sir. Oh, yeah. If there's an echo, the only reason that I got you muted is because it's an echo coming out of yours.
Oh, okay. But anyway, just to answer and to respond to that question, based on what Larry said, what you just got through saying, we talking about young people. We all children in some sense or another. And the best way to help form children, whether you're educating them or whatever, but the best way to form a child is to just set the example, like you do in your job. I say that's what we have to do. You know, this day and time is not enough to teach us nothing. We have to be taught and shown.
Right.
You know, so
That's right.
like for instance, everybody talk about the, and I understand this principle, and many of you can attest to it. There's a lot of things that because of the position I had, position that I take in life, there's certain things I just wouldn't allow. Now it had nothing to do with you. It had to do with me. So I set the example by saying, okay, if you want to do that, you can do it. Just don't do it in my presence.
Right.
I'm not trying to change you, but I'm going to set an example of what you could be, not to do it or not. Like I was saying before about moving the locker. If you want to be a wet-head, you want to smoke K2, you want to bang and all that, that's what you do. But right now, can we move this locker?
Mm-hmm.
After a while, if people, like Larry's saying, if people see the example enough, I don't care if it's good or bad, because children pay more attention to what they see than what they
Exactly.
Yes, sir.
All of us are
And
children
Larry
in a
should know
sense.
this because Larry's the only one on the panel that looks like he does when he was 2 years old.
What I'm saying is like,
Go ahead, bro. Esau.
what I'm saying is when we see something, we pay more attention to it. You know, like for instance, if
It resonates
somebody
more.
tell you, yeah, it does. It connects more. We pay attention to it than what we hear. And if we see the same thing over and over and over, then we begin to connect the words with the sight. So we're using two faculties. We see, like for instance, if I don't want you to curse around me, then I never around you, and that's the courtesy I give to you. But I want the same courtesy back. I have to demand it. All I have to say is, if you want to curse, just don't do it around me. If you want to keep cursing, I just leave. So you can't curse around me. After a while, you begin to say, okay, every time I cuss, he walks off. Or every time I cuss, he's skin. Maybe I ought to think about cussing. Okay, man, why do you not want me to cuss around you? Because the average child got a vocabulary of like 1,200 words. Here you are, a grown man, and you only have 800 words. 90% of them are curse words. That's unbecoming. So it makes you want to say, no, go ahead, bro.
It was just like when we were locked up, man, and the N-word. There were some brothers like you, Brother Esau, and then remember Lumumba and what was the older guy's name?
Earl.
Brother Love was
Uncle Earl. That
Uncle Earl, yeah.
If they caught you using the N-word, they would discipline you. And what them disciplining you showed you was that this is not acceptable.
Right.
We want more or better out of you. And if you're going to do it away from me. That way I don't have to sit up and say it. And the more they hit you, you thought, why are you hitting me every time I use this word? It was an opportunity for them to teach us that we weren't supposed to use it and why.
So I'm gonna tell you what, like especially so Uncle Earl style and Brother Esau style was different. You know what I'm saying? Esau, I'm talking about like that's pinpoint exactly what you would do. You would be like, you're burning my ears, you know, or you would walk away, you know, because everybody knew that your things, well, two of the main things were, don't curse around me, don't use the N-word around me, you know. I'm just not gonna be a part of that, you know. And you would be gone. It was like Batman or something, you know what I'm saying? One second you there, and the next second you gone, right? A girl was he was a horse of a completely different color, because his fist was like the size of both of my fists put. Like that is Uncle Earl's fist right there. You know what I'm saying? And when he hit you, it was real. Uncle Earl hit me one time. He knocked all of the cuss words out of me with that one hit. because everything after that, every time after that was a thump. Anytime, and Big Rock got thumped more than I did though, so I was just happy about that. You know what I'm saying? Big Rock was always getting punched or thumped or something because he was always doing something he ain't had no business, and I was always blaming everything on him. Anyway, my thing was a special. Now the way Uncle Earl handled things, it worked. You know what I'm saying? However, I'm gonna say it like this: it was like I did begin to ask myself those questions in regards to how, as to how Esau handled things. It was like I was like, why does he do that? Why does he walk away? But those were, like you said, the principles that you laid out. Everybody knew them, and if they did not respect what your principles were, you Batman they butt. You know what I'm saying? And you was gone, you know. So all that's real.
Hey.
And I know it was something that that's one of the ways that I learned.
Hey, but Uncle Earl's method was good too because
Yeah.
see, he had the ideology that pain makes you think better.
Right.
For real. So every time you use that word, you had it in your head that if I use it around this man, he gonna hit me. And that's the ideology. Pain makes people think. And when you a badass kid, man, and you not, you know, you don't listen to no old cats anyway. Hey.
I implement both methods. Like in the way that I deal with, I kid you not. There's youngsters right now to where if I do like this to them, like I'm about to thump them, oh, they get some act right. They like, no, we don't want to get thumped. You know what I'm saying? Because that's that. I stole that from Uncle Earl. You know, Uncle Earl was a thumper. I became a thumper. You know, you don't have to implement some corporal punishment and beat your child to within an inch of their life in order to get them to listen to you. You know what I'm saying? Thump their little butt twice on the head, pop, pop, and I bet you they will listen to you for the remainder of their days. You know, they'll be 45 years old not wanting to get thumped. If Uncle Earl was here right now and I said something I ain't had no business saying, listen. And the cold thing with Uncle Earl was, if you run, you live in the same cell house with him, he gonna catch you slipping sometime. He was a sneaky old dude, you know. As big as he was light-footed.
Yeah.
Because he snuck up on Big Rock quite a few times. I seen it coming. I didn't say nothing. I ain't about to warn you. I'm gonna help him get you. Anyway, hey man, so what's some things that all y'all got going on that y'all want the people to know about? Hold on. Before we do that, man, I got to go back up, man. What's up to the homie Michi, man?
Yeah, Michi, what's
up, Michi?
What's up, Michi?
You dig?
What's up, bro?
Who just hit in? Oh,
that's Dominique.
That's Dominique right there. What's up? What's up, boy?
What's up, bro?
Yeah, I seen Michi chat in when bro Esau was speaking. I was trying to wait till he got done. I just didn't want to forget. So what's up to the homie Michi, man? I can't wait to get down to Atlanta and eat some of your food. You know what I'm saying? I know you down there cooking up a storm. I can't wait to get down there. I gotta come down there and see my big brother. And when I come down there, I told you I'm not playing. I'm gonna patronize your spot. You know, that's what I do. Now, so anyway, what's some things that everybody got going on that you want the people to know, man? What's some calls to action? I don't care what it is, whatever you got going on, whatever you think you got going on. Let me know so we can let the people know. Brother Esau.
Oh, well, right now I'm in Penn Valley Community College. I'm taking legal studies and trying to get me an AA degree. And that's because, like, when I was inside going to the library, my plan was it's a whole lot goes into it, but my plan was to write a book, produce and make it available to people. And God blessed me to get the book wrote. I'm out. The book is available. You know, I sell it for $25. And people ask me why that. You know, because, you know, really like the information in the book and the book itself ain't for me. You know, it's like it was a gift to me and it's coming through me to everybody that might need it because I needed it and it was given to me, so it is. and I'm in school. I got a scholarship to go to school. That's how I'm on the billboard. So it's like
The man got a billboard.
I mean, that's how I got on it. And
the mayor don't even have a billboard.
Just taking like
blessings on blessings on blessings.
Trying to keep my head above water. If anybody want to look at the book, see what I got going, it's on After Conviction Book. That's the name, afterconvictionbook.com. And that's what I got advertisement online for that.
Hey, Doug says send him your Cash App. He'll buy the book.
Hey man, are you the host of Notoriously Opinionated? Yeah, you.
Of course, I'm opinionated.
You
Yeah.
number 10 bowling ball head looking.
Hey, how did we used to say when we were little? Your mama.
That's all you say.
Hey man,
that's basically all.
Hey,
I
look,
got.
my mama.
And I try to keep in touch with brothers. Not every week, every month, but I touch with brothers. Let brothers know I'm still out. I'm still standing, hoping they still out. They still standing. Hope everybody's family's good. Because if we have a relationship inside, it shouldn't stop when we're on this side of the wall. We had on this side.
That's the thing. That's the thing about us. You know what I'm saying? We get together as regularly as we can. Like I done talked about the last kind of semi big one we did when we took over Breakfast and Lunch Lovers. Like we took over Breakfast and Lunch Lovers.
Yeah,
we had them make us a whole new section. It was so many of us coming in. They was like, man, and we was loud and kicking it. We had everybody in there laughing, But so KP and Duck want you. Hold on, I can answer this for him. I know you ain't got no Cash App. I know you don't.
Who?
So I know you ain't got no Cash App. I know you don't. So Duck talking about send him your Cash App, to where my response is, he ain't got no Cash App. He ain't got no Cash App. You better ask him.
They don't know that he is.
You better ask him to meet you at a specific time and place, because he ain't got no cash. He's not technologically advanced like that.
This man is from the Bible, man.
For real. So
he helped write the Bible, bro.
Hey, now check out what KP said. KP said he's gonna try to get a grant to buy $1,500 worth of books to start putting them in different places that he goes to speak. So KP goes to different places in Wichita and goes to speak. And I don't know who his grant writer is, but whoever he is, he's good, because he be getting some grants for his businesses.
I need a grant, KP. I need about 25 large.
Grow some hair.
Boy, you about
hair on your eyebrows.
I don't need any hair. I need 25 large KP.
You about to get muted.
Come on. Give me a grant, KP.
So we got to figure out a way. We got to figure out a way to get the information as to how people can purchase your book.
Put it on the
without.
Can you type it?
Put it on the what's the name, man?
Yeah, I can type it. Hold up. Yes, I can type it. What am I typing? What am I typing?
You typing?
What's the name?
www.
Put it on a piece of stone, like they used to do in the old days.
www.
Hey man, what did Moses really look like?
After Conviction. It's After Conviction Book. Just one word. After Conviction Book.
At the conviction.
After Conviction Book. Yeah.
After Conviction
Book.
We didn't know if you would say Africa. Conviction. We don't know what you're saying, man. All right?
Oh.
We don't. You're speaking old. You're speaking in old.
Supposed to be the last,
we don't know
last comic standing show, huh?
Speaking in old.
You got After Conviction.
What language are you speaking in? I'm speaking in old as hell.
Is that it?
That's it, bro. That's it. Thank you.
All right. KP, Duck, and anybody else who would like to purchase, what's the name of the book?
After Conviction book.
Okay. That's literally the name of the book is After Conviction.
Hey man, because like
you named the book after. Is the book name After Conviction book or After Conviction?
What do you think it'd be?
Book is, yes, that's the name of the book is African After.
No, they know.
I'm gonna tell you what. I'm just looking at it after Conviction book. I'm like, I know he didn't just name the book After Conviction book. Like that's Methuselah for real. I'm like,
you don't need it before conviction.
Man, this.
Thanks, TDK. Thank you.
Thank you for what? He just as old as you is. That's why y'all think alike.
No, see,
you forever Esau, and he forever in two.
Oh, see, Esau is what man was created from dirt.
Hey man.
Hey man.
Oh,
Tommy the one that put that stone tablet back together to where they could read it after Moses dropped one.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Okay. Right. Yeah, because it's getting close to my bedtime.
It was your bedtime when we got started. Hey, what's your call to action, oldest dirt dude?
Esau?
You.
Hey man, you know, as I got older, man, and just like what Esau was talking about, you know,
when?
And as I got older,
80 years ago?
And what I realized, you can't change people, man, but I can change how I react to people.
Facts.
You know, and that's the most intelligent thing, man. And I also realized, man, that as I change, I realized that, like,
you change people.
Like Martin Luther King said one time, in order to change a person, you can't change one element, you have to change the whole self. And that's an everyday process. So like, as I change, I had to change other elements in my life too. You know, sometimes I had to change people, I had to change places. It's just like, you know, when you were saying earlier about going certain places and doing certain things, man, just like when we was out there living that life in the streets, you know, you had that gun on you, you go anywhere. But when you didn't have that gun on you, it's places that you knew that you needed a gun, you didn't go to no more, you know? And you have to change everything about yourself. Me, as far as myself, I hope I can get in school this year. I'm going to go to seminar school. So that's my goal. And like I said, man, you know, it's just, you know, like I can't change people. I could just change how I react to them. And I just want to be better than what I was. And like, you know, same like you talking about youth today, man, I think a lot of youth out there, man, just they not held accountable for nothing. So when you're not held accountable and people don't have no expectations of you, you don't expect nothing from yourself. You know, I had a guy one time when we was working at Impact, and the man told me he wanted to save up $3,000. And I thought, okay, $3,000 for what? I thought he was gonna send some money home to his mother or, you know, something. You know what he told me? He wanted to put some golds in his mouth and diamonds. That was his whole goal. He wanted to save $3,000 so he could put some gold diamonds in his mouth. I said,
I was there.
Ain't you getting ready to go home? He said, yeah. I said, well, I said, where you gonna stay, man? I'm gonna live with my mama. A grown man.
He was out the minimum.
The only goal he had was to save $3,000 so he could put some diamonds and gold in his mouth.
I can't remember who that was neither.
Yeah, I can't think of who his name was.
I wonder if he accomplished that goal.
I don't know. Yeah,
who
I think
cares but him.
Yeah, but the thing about it is, man,
that's the whole point.
Nobody expected nothing from him, so he didn't expect nothing from himself. He was never held accountable for nothing.
He did expect something. He expected a mouthful of gold.
No, with me, he would have been expected to be on the street because if he wasn't bringing nothing into the house, my daddy put a sign on the icebox when my brother was little. He said, if you didn't put nothing in, don't take nothing out.
Oh man.
Hey,
So-
KP said, is you got 2 books, before conviction era and after the conviction.
Man,
Hey, tell KP we gonna do with God. What we gonna do with God love.
Hey man, Larry, what you got going on, bro?
Absolutely nothing.
Okay, so that was quick in, quick
Hey,
out.
that man got a lot of stuff going on, man. He got a lot of stuff going on.
Yeah.
That
Hey,
man
one
got a
thing
lot
you'll
of
never
stuff
see
going
Larry
on.
with is a turtleneck.
You know what he's doing? He
Your mama-
trying to stay away from the clowning y'all do.
Hey,
He gonna
man,
clown about him. He don't want y'all to clown him.
man, listen.
Larry got to grow some neck first.
Your mama,
I knew it.
your mama,
Looking like the juggernaut.
your mama.
It don't matter. She probably do look like that. I don't know.
I'm tell you what. I know if Big Rock was on here, boy, oh boy, oh boy.
Oh no.
I don't. Both like they would have the headbutt contest of the century.
Oh man.
Wow.
Hey, you know it's that time of the year now. I always remind him. I think it's May. They had a headbutting contest up there in Oklahoma.
Right.
It's Oklahoma. It's Oklahoma.
It don't
Not
matter.
Oklahoma again, man.
Hey, well,
Okay, Homer.
hey, Tommy, since you and Esau are the oldest of the bunch, can you tell Hero and the speaker of the program to take them little ass shirts off?
Hey man.
These are our snug shirts, man.
Because
man.
I like my shirts snug, man.
Hey Larry, I took my little brother a couple shirts over there. He just don't wear them.
Hey, send them to me. Hey man.
Hey, man.
Hey man. I ain't about to let that go, man. I ain't about to let the man with no neck sit up here and talk about my t-shirt like that. That's crazy, man.
Hey man, this what you ain't gonna do. Just because your head couldn't fit through your head will come plopping through the top of that mug and tear up the whole top. My Puma would look like a whole lion.
Right. But
you stretch my whole Puma out of shape.
You wearing youth Pumas though.
This ain't no
You
youth
ain't
Puma.
even adult Pumas.
This is a whole extra large.
You ain't and your kids.
This is a whole extra large.
You wearing a 14-16.
Boy, Crayon, 14, 16.
Hey man. Hero, what you got going on, man?
Hey man, I think you know what I got going on, man, and I'm inviting everybody on this panel, man. If we doing it, my guy, we shooting a video Saturday.
Where at?
That's what we got going, man.
Where at?
Well, we gonna meet up in my pop's house on Park, and we gonna let Scrap decide where we going from there, man.
At what time?
Scrap is directing all of that, man. He's the director of all of that.
What time? Scrap.
So here's the thing. Here's the thing. I got a lot going on Saturday. So
I'll be at work.
What time?
Till 4.
All right. So here's the thing. The best. Oh my God. What the hell? Hey man, KP stupid. KP is retarded, man.
Hey man, are we the only ones reading these chats?
Nah, everybody. Hey man, so right. my show goes out to Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. So
but I don't see nothing.
That's because you blind. That's not because it ain't there.
I had to pull my screen up. Man. Talking about Impact closed on Saturday. Tell KP if I was up there, I'd smack his
I didn't even know you still had a job. I thought you was collecting disability, man.
There y'all go.
I thought you was on Social Security.
Hey, y'all ain't gonna clown me. I'll hang up.
I'll come over your house. I don't care. I don't care. Hey, your hallway got the best echo in the world. I just stand out your hallway and just roast. Everybody, I have your whole build. I have a building full of geriatrics cracking up.
Tell KP I'm gonna get him for that one.
Hey man, I tell you what. Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm going to. I will send everybody. I'm gonna figure out the agenda tomorrow, and I will either text and or send it to everybody. Right?
Yeah.
I will text and or send it to everybody. All right. So Pete, here's what I got going on.
Let's figure this one out.
I need to take a deep breath in my tight ass shirt because this gonna take some stuff. All right, so finally, I took the advice that I gave my son, my nephew, all my little partners. You know, Breakout Media Group. So Breakout Media Group is my company, and what I do, like I'm in school right now for cinematography, photography, and videography. So I'm gonna be like my cousin said, I'm gonna shoot his video, his music video, and we doing my favorite song of his. So you know, he know that that's a song that I like. I've been having a concept in my mind for a minute ever since I heard it. As to how I would want to do this song. So I'm gonna be doing commercials. I'm gonna be doing I will record your wedding, take wedding photos, whatever it is that has to do with mass media. I got you. This podcast, I do this for fun. I do this because I love it, because I ain't made nothing but like $4 doing this, right?
Big photo. That's the big photo.
That's a big $4. You know, I don't know how I'm gonna spend it in one place, but
a little at a time.
But for real, like I can buy us all a mini size bag of Reese's. That's about it. Anyway,
that's two bags of gummy bears.
Now you know Esau can't eat no gummy bears.
We know you can't eat no gummy bears.
You couldn't pass that up, I think.
He couldn't pass. He had to. He had to. That's all That's
all Mr. Nigga do is all the time.
My bad. My bad. I thought, you know what? It's ironic because I thought that out of everyone that could eat gummy bears, it would be Esau due to the fact they're gummy bears. We the ones that shouldn't be eating. We have teeth. You know what I'm saying?
So now everybody's on the joke now. Okay.
I just want to know.
No, but you was laughing, but you was smiling hard though.
I wasn't laughing.
Yeah, but you smiled hard. You smiled.
I wasn't laughing either.
That what? Not I was.
I wasn't laughing.
It was a yawn. I was yawning.
I was cracking up.
I know you were.
Hey, what?
Hey man, hey, tell Esau to tell you his joke, man.
Hold on. Before he tell his joke,
Tommy, you got to put your tooth in.
Oh, man, that reminds me of my player days. I used to have a goal.
Before we tell you joke, put your tooth in.
I need to know what Swiss did with Freddy's head, because he sure looked like Jason on Friday the 13th. What did you do with Jason's head in Freddy versus Jason?
Oh man, it's definitely bedtime, fellas, for me.
Yeah, because I got to go to work. I ain't got time to be up messing with y'all. Esau, tell the joke, man.
Tell the joke.
I always say it's okay. Is it okay to tell you?
Go ahead.
All right. Okay, why the tigers don't play cards in the jungle?
Why
Everybody
is
know.
it that
Not you,
tigers
TJ. Yeah.
don't
Why do
play
tigers
cards?
in the jungle?
I have no idea.
You know, Larry?
Mm-mm.
Nero, you know?
They ain't got no hands.
Too many cheetahs.
That was dumb as hell.
Man, I'm out of here, man.
That's what make
man,
it
I
funny.
love y'all. Hey,
That was dumb.
hey, man, ain't nothing love it for y'all, man. I love y'all.
Oh man, that was dumb as hell.
Look, man, I love y'all, man. I hope y'all can come to the video.
That's what made it
Come
funny.
to the video. It's clean, fun, enjoying ourselves, having us a good time, and just vibing out, man. Y'all might even
I got one more question though before I go.
Y'all ex-wife or something there. I don't know, man.
Hey, I got one question before I go.
What's happening?
Can y'all look at Larry without laughing?
No.
No.
I'm gone.
Your
Hey,
mom.
so on the way out, man, check this out. I want to say thanks to all my guests, my co-host Hero. I want to say thanks to my big bro Tommy, brother Esau, Larry, man. Thank y'all for being on the show. Big Rock, we're gonna get you back on there, man. Thanks to everybody that watched this evening. Stay tuned for Breakout Media Group. We're gonna be the merch is coming. The t-shirts, the hats, the masks, the everything, all that's coming. Breakout Media Group. I got a couple of inventions.
We about to get that $4 up.
Oh man, you know what? I don't care what I make on the podcast. I do this to get a message out. We gonna get it up though. But Breakout Media Group, the merchandise is coming. Don't even worry about it. And
everybody stay tracking.
Stay tracking.
When you tracking, the only thing they should see is your back.
The only thing, so I'm gonna put my email in the I'm gonna put my email on Facebook to where if you want to hire the services of Breakout Media Group, hit your boy up. I got you. You dig what I'm saying? But until then, like always, man, support small and black businesses. The coronavirus, COVID-19, is killing more than just the U.S. and world population. Is killing small businesses. Is killing dreams. Right? Do not just seize the day. Damn that. You know, especially if you black in this country, do not just seize the day. Seize the moment, because you might not make it through the whole day. So until next time, man, this been your man, Negus to God, aka Momor Muata Imbonisi, aka Scrap Loke, aka I got a whole lot of AKAs. I could do this for a minute, right? So to all my alter egos, to all my guests, to my co-hosts, and all my fans, man, peace.
Peace.